Bermuda just months away from legalizing cannabis cultivation for medical purposes. And in sport, Dwayne Bravo announces his retirement from international cricket. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, October 25. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Yeah, luggage is overweight. Yeah, luggage is overweight. How much I must pay?
No, you can't do it like that. You'll have to take some of the things out of the suitcases and put in a box or something.
You know, you're a wicked woman. A wicked fat woman.
Do you want a box, sir?
Box, me know? You think so you're helping me right? Me try a box.
Barbados, it's time to laugh again. Get yourselves ready for the Caribbean's funniest men and women. Fast Promotions Annual Caribbean Comedy Explosion. Saturday, October 27th, Sir Garfield Sobers Gymnasium, 8 p.m. Get your early bird tickets now and pay $60 before all are sold out at ticketlinks.com. All Ticket Links outlets nationwide. Jeans Inc. Sheraton, CS Pharmacy, Rubis Waldy, and Eddie Supermarket Spikestown.
I come in here as a loner. I know you spot me from far.
Bermuda's Premier David Burt has pledged that cannabis cultivation for medical purposes will be legalized within months. His promise came as he delivered the keynote speech at the ruling Progressive Labour Party's annual conference, which opened yesterday evening. Burt said government will soon issue the first licenses for production.
The government can apply to the United Nations to raise the import limit. But our thinking is, in a country that is desperate for jobs, why send money overseas to import what we can produce here? So, in 2019, in line with the pledge made in our platform, the government will begin issuing licenses for domestic medicinal cannabis production. That those Bermudians who have been denied the opportunity to travel, been restricted in overseas education choices, and blocked by some form of employment due to convictions for cannabis possession should be the first to be able to invest in any license that the government will issue.
In other news now, while thousands are still coping with the effects of flooding in Trinidad and Tobago, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Management, the ODPM, says it's struggling with inadequate resources. The admission came from Captain Neville Wint, the relief officer in charge at the ODPM, as he appeared on TV6's Morning Edition program. Nisha John Mohammed reports.
Over the last couple of days, the ODPM has come under fire for its slow response to affected communities. But Wint maintains they are doing the best they can with the limited resources.
One of the major challenges is getting to people, one. We are getting through there closely. And then for persons to accept that they are in some level of hazard and threat and to remove themselves. We have incidents where persons are still in 2 and 3 feet of water and refusing to leave their home. This now can pose a health hazard. It can also pose risk to responders. And I've also asked these agencies to ensure that once they go to these places and persons refuse or nobody's there, take a note, because agencies, by extension, ODPM is being blamed for not going out there, but the agency is not out there. The ODPM is out there by the agencies that are out there.
He also had some advice for those directly and indirectly affected by the recent floods.
One of the advice I would like to give to Trinidad and Tobago is, one, we need to know the hazards which Trinidad and Tobago is exposed to. We're in the hurricane rainy season now, and an earthquake occurred on the 21st of August, and we're all shocked. An earthquake does not have a season. So we need to know our hazards, we need to know how to prepare for it, and therefore we need to adopt an all-hazard approach.
Meantime, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has defended his decision to decline aid from regional leaders in the aftermath of the flooding which caused havoc in some communities. A statement from his office earlier this week said he had thanked the leaders who offered aid but told them that Trinidad and Tobago was coping through government agency responses and private outpourings from locals. Speaking in Diego Martin yesterday, he insisted that the country can handle it.
Kind of help that they could have offered, we had already had in place. which would have been things like some food stuff. We couldn't really be looking for the people to come and help us clean up. We can do that here. They weren't offering us a check. Come on. If someone say to you, how do you do? You respond in a certain kind of way, but they did show some concern for you.
And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next. Tributes pour in for Dwayne Bravo, who has announced his retirement from international cricket. The 35-year-old all-rounder issued a statement late yesterday that he will retire after 14 years playing for the West Indies. But Bravo says he will still play franchise cricket across the globe. Reacting to the announcement, Cricket West Indies CEO Johnny Grave thanked Bravo for his outstanding contribution to West Indies cricket. He added that to have won 3 ICC global events is a remarkable achievement and will live long in the memories of all West Indies supporters. CWI President Dave Cameron thanked Bravo for his all-round contribution to the game on the international scene, and he wished him well for his continuous pursuit of his cricketing and entertainment goals. And Director of Cricket Jimmy Adams said, quote, Dwayne has been an outstanding performer across all 3 formats of the game. He has consistently added value to all levels of West Indies cricket with his high level of all-round skill combined with an infectious energy and enthusiasm for the game. End quote. Still in cricket now, England's players arrived in Antigua yesterday to a festive Caribbean welcome, becoming the first international side to touch down for the historic ICC Women's 2020 World Cup, which bowls off next month. Coach Mark Robinson said the reigning 50 overs World Championship would be keen to add a second white ball title to their trophy cabinet. In the light moment, Tammy Beaumont took centre stage as she tried her hand at playing the steel pan, while her teammates also enjoyed the sounds of calypso music. England was the toast of the cricket world last year when they beat India to win the 50-over World Cup before a capacity crowd at Lord's. The triumph signalled a giant step forward for the women's game, a fact acknowledged by Robinson, and success in the World T20 World Cup would be another fillip for the side. Now, the Women's World T20 World Cup runs from November 9th to the 24th and will be played at the National Stadium in Guyana, the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground in St. Lucia, and the Vivian Richards Cricket Ground in Antigua. England have been drawn in Group A alongside defending champions West Indies, South Africa, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, while Group B comprises Australia, India, New Zealand, Pakistan and Ireland. And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.